Hey Internet, so I just want to talk about the update that just happened a few days ago. They added this thumbs up icon. If you click on it, it will give you suggested stats for the character. So this is useful for beginner players that are getting into Snowbreak for the first time. For veteran players, this is also a good indication. I mean, you can always ignore it and choose your custom stats or custom talent, as they call it, for your logistics. So logistics is like your artifacts or relics, so that powers up your character. So this is Jade Arc and she's a DPS, so logically the thumbs up would give you DPS suggestions, so attack, crit damage, alignment index. So that makes sense. So we can switch to a different character and have a look. So we've got a healer, so you would assume that the suggestions would be healing base. So attack, skill haste, skill energy recovery, that makes sense. Alignment index as well. Okay, that makes sense. I went for very similar builds to that actually, but I chose healing bonus for our third talent because she's a healer. So yeah, it definitely gives you a starting point if you're a beginner player. For veterans, you can have a look at this and see if you agree or not. I think it's good for new characters as well. So coming back to Jade Arc, so she's a new character, so people won't know how to play her straight away. So it would make sense just to check the recommended talents. Okay, and for your third talent, you would ideally have the correct elemental boost or damage. So Jade Arc is electric, so we would have electrical damage. I haven't fully built her logistics yet. I've only managed to build 2. So I'm still working on the third one, but the RNG is not with me. So yeah. Okay, so that's really what I want to talk about. And if you're wondering how do you swap your talents, or how do you re-roll your talents. So for the basic, you would have the revision limit. You can get this in 2 ways. So one way, you can get it from the shop, which is from the logistic officers. So you can get it from here. And how do you get this currency? So this currency is your weekly, I guess, co-op. So it will be your area control. So once you've done 1,000 points, which is the max, you'll get the currency, which then allows you to buy the next currency, which is, well, allows you to buy the reroll, I guess, the stat reroll. So that's for your basic talents. So they split the talents into basic and special. So the first 2 are your basic and your third is your special. So for example, as you can see, the first 2 are your basics, which use this reroll, and then for your special, it uses this reroll, which is revision application, and this one is revision limit. So those are the reroll items that you need. And how do you get that currency, or how do you get that item? So for this one, you can get it from the shop from here, which is the underground purge. So you buy it from the shop. And how do you get this underground purge currency? So this one, you do the dispatch and it will be underground purge. So it's like a 2-week thing. So every 2 weeks it will reset. So it's sort of like your Spiral Abyss if you're from Genshin Impact, or Tower of Adversity if you're from Withering Waves. So this will give you the currency, so you just clear it, and this one is like, it's not that bad. Compared to the other two, it's not as, it's doable and enjoyable, I suppose. It's not as toxic or garbage as the other two. So I'll just leave it at that. Maybe because you're just shooting things and like the time limit doesn't really matter as long as you can get it done in time, and the time limit is quite generous, so it's not as, yeah, it's not as bad. Okay, so that's where you get the revision items or reroll items, and that little quality of life for beginners is quite useful. So yeah, okay, that's all I wanted to talk about. Like and subscribe if you want to support me, become a member, or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.